Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel.
We are Howard and April with Why Don't We Go?
And in this video, we wanted to explain all the different food options that are included with the base fare of Azamara.
Yeah, there is so much to do, and it's a small ship, so you don't have all of the separate venues that you would have on a larger ship. But what you do get is a lot of variety and a lot of high quality meals
Yeah,
throughout the ship in different venues.
super plentiful on options. And how we're going to arrange this is we're going to go from breakfast to lunch to dinner and snacks and special evenings. So stay tuned. This is going to be, I think, a full video with just tons of food. Starting off with the most important meal of the day,
Breakfast.
breakfast. And most places, most cruises don't include room service, and that's where I'd like to begin.
Yeah, or if they do, it's a basic, maybe coffee and basket of pastries or something. So you can obviously do that here as well. And they do have the tag you put out of your room at night and you can select your options. But here the options are way more plentiful than I have seen included in any other cruise ship.
Most definitely. So it's not just coffee and a couple of little pastries, almost like a continental. This is choose your
Whatever
own
you like.
omelet, French toast, uh,
Steak and eggs.
yeah, steak and eggs. It is fantastic. We're going to be showing some video here right after we get done talking about it. But one thing to note, when you do put that out, you have to choose a half-hour time slot
Hmm.
when you hang that out. And I want to warn you, they show up at the beginning of that half-hour time slot.
Yeah, so if you're concerned and you're like, well, I don't know whether to choose, I want it between 7 and 7:30, but if you pick 7 to 7:30, it'll be there at 7, if not 6:55.
Yeah, we've been a total of 31 nights aboard Azamara Cruises and done this many, many times
Mm,
and have never had it be more than 5 minutes after that half hour, that starting half hour time frame.
yeah.
So it is at the beginning. So if you're wondering, oh, I've got to get off the ship for this, that, or whatever it is, and you're worried about time, know that they are early.
Yeah, they're pretty prompt, which is nice because if you do want to, obviously you have a bunch of different options for breakfast that we're going to go through. But this is a way, even if you just want that quick coffee and some pastries as a wake up call while you have an early excursion or something to get to, it's not a bad way to start the day. They give you a phone call right before they knock on your door, so if you are still asleep, you have a chance to get up and at least get your robe on before they come in, and they will set up the white tablecloth either inside or out if you have a balcony, depending on weather and what you want. So take a look at what we've got.
Yep. Oh my gosh, that food from those room service pictures looked amazing, making me hungry, wanting to cruise again.
Yeah, of course, the happy place is sitting out on that balcony and watching the world go by, whether you're just pulling into port or enjoying a sea day breakfast in your room. It's what cruising dreams are made of.
Most definitely. And moving on to the next breakfast place is another area that Asmara shines. Unlike a lot of other cruise lines, specialty coffee is included in your base fare. And the Mosaic Cafe is what I'm talking about. They do a great job. So, all of your lattes, mochas, cappuccinos, Americanos, straight shots of espresso, all included.
Right. And they do have some boozy coffees, and they've got a whole menu of those that run around $10 extra if you don't have that included. I
In
think
your
those are all ultimate drink packages. So if that's not something that you purchased, just know that you can get that for $10. But if you just want the specialty coffee, it's all available for you any time of day.
Yeah, so if you're in a hurry trying to get off the ship, you can wait in line, and if it's hot, you can get iced lattes, etc. But if you have a little bit of time, the hot tip here is actually sit in the seating in that whole area around the stairs. Just sit there, and a server's going to come by and provide that service to you, and you don't have to stand and wait in that line.
Yeah, if there is a line, just know you don't have to stand in it. just grab the eye of one of the servers and sit down. They'll come to you, and
Yeah.
that way you don't have to stand in line. And whatever's available in the case is also free. So if you want to grab little snacks in the mornings, they have little quiches, but of course they have pastries,
Cookies.
cookies throughout
Oh,
the day that are magnificent.
yeah.
So it's a
Mhm.
great place to stop. Just don't get frustrated if there's a line. Sit down. They'll
Have,
come to you
have a
and it'll be
relax.
faster.
Here's a little video of Katoot making us some special lattes.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I love those images. Katoot did such a great job. That swan was amazing.
Mm.
But move on to the third different option for breakfast, the buffet, where it is so busy there in the mornings, but they do a great job, and I think that's why it's busy.
Yeah, it's, kind of that cruise ship standard, the buffet, but on Azamara, it is a very small buffet. It can get crowded, obviously, if everybody, especially those port days where people are trying to get off the ship and they're trying to, rush in and out. But if you don't go right away or when everyone's trying to get off, then you're going to have a much more relaxed experience. And we love sitting out back on that aft deck
Ugh,
dining al fresco. So just know if you are in a hurry, they do have stations set up with water, juice. There is and you can get your own coffee there if you wish. And then they also have a serve yourself espresso machine where you can make yourself an Americano or cappuccino. So just know you can, hurry it up if you are in a hurry. But if you want to sit and relax, they will come to you. They'll bring you everything: your coffee, your juice, your energy shots.
yes.
Love those energy shots.
Yeah,
They have
so
smoothies.
yeah, those energy shots became a staple for all of us. It's ginger and other
Mhm.
juices, and it's such a great way to start your day.
Yeah.
But the buffet, although kind of small in relations to other cruise lines, you're still only on a ship with less than 700 people. So if it's a quarter of the size, you're not on a ship with 3,500 people. So it's plenty big. One of the areas in there that's fantastic is the made to order eggs. You like that station.
Yeah, well, I like, a nice omelet in the morning most days. And it's just nice because a lot of times you have to stand in line and wait. Where here you just walk up, there is a server on your side of the buffet who will take your order and they'll give you a number. And so then you can go about your business, grab whatever else you want, go sit down. They'll ask you in the general area where you're going to be sitting, say I'm outside, whatever, and they'll bring that to you when it's ready. So you're not standing there waiting, which is, I think, awesome.
Yeah, and it's such a great variety on the buffet. They've got vegan options, even for breakfast
Mhm.
sausages, etc. They'll have congee, oats, your smoked salmon. They rotate through some specials through their lines, so
Mhm.
sometimes you'll end up being able to get eggs Benedict, etc. I personally love sandwiches for breakfast.
She's not a breakfast person.
Yeah. So they have a great cold cuts section around
Mhm.
the side. I have them toast some bread. I can either make myself a sandwich or do get some bacon and make myself a BLT for breakfast. I mean, it really is make it what you want, cereals, everything. Whew, gosh, again, getting hungry, hun. But we are still not yet done with breakfast. On to the main dining room. What are your thoughts there?
It's very relaxed and it is a quick service. I have to point that out because the last time we were on another ship, um, one of the mainline cruises, it took what, an hour and a half for breakfast?
Yep, yeah. We've had that on a couple of
Yeah,
different lines.
and I just
Sometimes,
don't understand.
yeah, we've shown up and they sat us at like a 10 top round and they wouldn't take our food order until they filled the entire table. So that took 20 minutes on its own. And I thought that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, the last two times we've tried to eat breakfast on other cruise ships, we had to cut out and just say forget it. So
Not a
that not
problem
the
on
case.
Azamara.
Not the case. And absolutely, you can get, all of your traditional breakfast things. Of course, you can get omelets made to order, and you can get eggs Benedict. You can get the bagels and lox and cream cheese, whatever it is. But they also have a daily special. And in a video that we're going to show you, I did a Thai omelet one morning, and that
Hmm.
was very good.
Yeah, and they had the sweet chili sauce in there, rice, and an omelet. Again,
Something
we like
different.
to try new things, and on that one, I was trying some smoked fish and caramelized onion. I'm like, give it up. So don't sleep on the main dining room for breakfast on
Yeah,
Azamara.
it will not. They will not make you wait. They will seat you right away. That we were able to get a seat by the window most days, so it was never crowded on the days that we chose to go there. So
Yep, breakfast. I think we're almost done with breakfast, but you can't forget.
brunch.
Right. And Azamara, every sailing, they do a sea day brunch, and it is not to be missed.
Yeah, they take over the entire main dining room, stations set up all around. They have a Bloody Mary bar and mimosa bar, like right when you walk in, so you can grab one of those if you wish, and take it to your table. They will seat you based on your party size, and then you just get up and have a look around.
Oh my gosh, it is huge, massive. Last one, they had a full baron of beef carving station.
Hmm.
They've got the omelet station set up. They've got like pasta station set up.
Yeah, seafood, and if like get your fill, don't worry, you can come back. It's open from like 10 a.m.
To
to 1 or
two in the afternoon.
2. So
Our goals have always been to hit it twice.
we haven't done it yet.
No, I'm always too full. I gorge myself, and it is amazing.
Yeah, they have, you can go light and then come back a little later on if you're hungrier later, but they have a lot of seafood options. Did you mention the bear and a beef?
I did. I mean, it is fantastic. So here's some video about several of our visits aboard this. Oh man, that brunch looks amazing, and I am jealous currently of everyone who's aboard an Azamara cruise ship, and I am not because that food's fantastic.
Yeah, it's always a highlight of the cruise.
All right, moving on to lunches finally. The primary lunch location aboard the ship is the buffet.
Yeah, as for any cruise, you're going to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner available in the buffet. And so that's the main go to for most people. And they do have a nice variety. They will change it up daily with whatever their theme is of the day. So you'll have your standards. They always have a really nice sandwich section,
Yes.
and they'll have like a sandwich of the day as well.
Hmm.
But then that omelet station that we talked about in the morning turns into a station where they'll make something special for you, whatever that day is. And I really enjoyed like the pasta day. They had a bunch of different pastas to choose from, sauces, whatever ingredients that you wanted to choose, and they kind of saute it all up there for you and plate
Again,
it.
give you a number, take it to the number to the table, and they're serving you table side even buffet, and it is lovely. And don't forget, in the base fare, I know this is food, but your base beers and wines are served again, included, all with the Azamara base fare. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And one thing, we'll talk more about when we do a video more about the drinks and all that's included. But since we are talking about what's included, one thing I really enjoy about their wine program is whenever you order a wine, whichever one you're on, whether it's one of the base wines or if you have a package, they always bring the bottle so that you know what you're getting, which is, I think, really nice
Hmm.
because I know on other cruise lines I've ordered something, I've gotten something else. So
Yeah.
it is nice to see that they're actually coming to you and pouring. And they don't wait till your glass is empty. They come back and refill.
Yeah, it's hard to monitor intake sometimes, so it can be dangerous, but in a good way. Oh, all right. I am, yeah, lunch in the buffet is fantastic. Of course, room service is available. And quite frankly, we have never had lunch room service aboard Azamara. We are either out in a port or at the buffet or at our next location, but I didn't want to skip room service. Your mom really enjoys room service for
Yeah,
lunch.
yeah. Sometimes she wouldn't join us on our excursions, and so she really loved the caprese salad.
Hmm.
That was one of her go tos. But you can order burgers, pizza, whatever you want.
Yep, most definitely. So remember, room service is available in your base fare with Asmara. And for whatever reason, you're just wanting to get away from people, room service, a great option.
Yeah,
That leads us into our favorite lunch spot aboard the Asmara ships at all is the patio grill.
yeah. It's I guess it's kind of a hidden little gem. It is just on the on the pool deck, just outside of the buffet.
Hmm. So again, it's kind of that al fresco dining that we've mentioned we love. It's covered. Thank you. I get sunburnt. I love that fact. But I also don't always enjoy having to stand and walk through a line and grab myself. I want to get served.
Yeah, especially when you're on a sea day and you're just like sitting by the pool and you're like, oh, I'm getting a little hungry. Maybe I'll go sit down. And so they always put the tables are all set up, ready to go, and you just go have a seat. They'll bring you the menu. The lunch menu doesn't change that much. They'll usually have a lunch special,
Hmm.
but I really love their included options that are there daily, and I look forward to them. One of my favorites is that Greek burger.
Yep.
So it's a lamb burger, and they serve it on flat, like pita bread instead of a big bun. I find that
With feta
amazing
cheese,
with
yeah,
feta
it's
cheese and
great.
tomatoes and
Mm,
tzatziki sauce. Love
they've
it.
got the seared tuna wrap.
Oh, so good.
The buffalo wings are actually, I think,
Really
the
good.
best buffalo wings I've had at sea. Their onion rings are great. Even this last cruise, I was going to get onion rings. Actually, you and your mom wanted some, and I was like, no, I am
I'm
not going
not
to share
sharing.
my onion rings. The server ended up bringing them a whole side of onion rings
Yeah.
because he knew I wasn't going to share.
Yeah, there's a salad bar there, so you can always start off by grabbing yourself a salad if you wish. But yeah, everything is made to order. So you just sit down, they'll bring you your wine, your beer, your water, your soda, whatever it is that you want for lunch.
Yep.
And yeah, they keep coming by asking if you want your refills. And you can
Nachos and
always order more.
everything.
Oh, the nachos are a great snack,
Yep.
especially if you're just looking for something a little later in the day. Because they're open till around 2, I
Yeah,
believe.
I think so. Come on, liquid cheese. It's always a good thing.
It's a food group.
And in this area, the other part is the squirrels, is their soft serve machines, and they have a couple of machines available. So I've never seen a line there,
Nope.
and you can get your cups there. Where do you
The
get the
topping,
cones?
oh, I was gonna say the topping bar is really good.
Mm,
Like on its
yeah.
own, sometimes just you need a little gummy bears in your life, you know. So you can grab some stuff even if you're not getting the swirl.
Yep.
I actually prefer the gelato. So you can, like I said, it's just right outside the buffet. So I'll just walk inside, go over to the gelato station, and get a little gelato or sorbet to finish off my lunch. And pro tip, they do have cones. They're just kind of hidden. They'll just serve it to you in the metal cup, and you can take that back out to the pool. But if you want a cone, they're there. Just ask for one.
The patio grill makes me happy. Lunch. Now, let's move on to included dinner options. We were just on the patio grill, and we're starting right back.
Yeah, a hidden gem for us because we did not realize this on our first cruise. But most evenings, you can use the patio grill for dinner as well.
It is a fantastic option. In fact, we were unaware of this for our entire first 16-night cruise. That area gets used for some of the specialty nights, whether it be white night, destinations night. I've even seen an Indian themed chef's table take up that area. So it is not available every night of the cruise, but when it is fantastic.
Yeah, and it was never crowded. It did take a little bit longer, I would say, just because although there weren't as many diners, there was also not as many servers there, and everything is cooked to order. And so you're whatever they have available that evening. I forget what we got. We'll have to watch our video to see, but
Yeah.
um, I think I had some fish and
I had a steak. We were there a couple of nights,
yeah,
2 or 3. It is great. Don't sleep on this. Make sure you try it. One of the reasons I enjoy this, especially on warm cruises, is unlike the main dining room, you can sit down, get served, and still be in shorts and a t-shirt or short sleeve shirt, whatever you're comfortable in. There is no dress code to the patio grill for dinner.
right. Yeah, the main dining room, when we talk more about the dinner, does have a dress code of at least pants or slacks for men, no sandals for men.
Yep.
So you just want to, like, if you're just in your shorts and you don't want to get dressed up, but you want a nice evening, again, al fresco, it has a cover on it, but you're out there by the pool. And if it's dark out, the pool's all lit up. It's really nice.
It's pretty. Oh, I miss that patio grill, lunch and dinner. Yeah. All right. Moving on to the next dinner location is again the buffet.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always an option.
They'll always have a carving station. Again, that area where they do the eggs or the specialty things transitions into a carving station. There's sometimes pork loin. There's sometimes like New York strip loins. They're carving up, so you're getting fresh meat. And the just like lunches, the theme rotates every night, and so you're never going to get tired of that food.
Yeah, and it depends. A lot of people really look forward to Indian night. I think a lot of the crew members are Indian and really enjoy putting out that food for everyone to try. That's one of the highlights. And a pro tip, when you are going, if you are making any specialty dining reservations, you can do that when you first get on the ship, and they will give you or show you kind of the layout of what the theme nights are going to be. So
Mhm.
if there is something you don't want to miss, either in the main dining room or the buffet, or they're having a specialty night like a white night, you'll know what those evenings are so you can plan accordingly.
Yeah, and oftentimes that first evening in the buffet is kind of a seafood night. So, all right, moving on to another dinner spot is the main dining room.
Of course, that is kind of the spot where most people will end up most nights for dinner, and you don't need a reservation.
Nope.
Of course, there are busy times, and they'll kind of let you know what typically is the busiest. But even on the busiest times, we've never really had to wait.
No, no more. I think our longest wait has been 2 minutes. I
Yeah.
mean, it's quick.
Yeah. So they get you seated. And if you tend to go around the same time every night, they will tend to sit you in the same area
Hmm.
because they get your room number and they kind of know.
Where they've seated you in the past.
Yeah. So if you have a section you like, and you can always kind of request that. But
Most definitely.
if you're walking in and it's busy, they'll seat you where they can.
Yeah. So I mentioned it before. There is a small dress code in the main dining room. They want for men long pants. Perfectly fine. I've
No
seen,
bathing suits,
yeah,
no shorts, no sandals.
yeah. I think they want a collared shirt. So
Mhm.
honestly, a polo shirt's perfectly acceptable there. So you don't have to wear a long sleeve shirt either. It is a more of a country club casual dress code there.
Yeah, it's not dressy. You definitely can dress up if you wish. No one frowns upon that, but no one frowns upon a pair of slacks and a polo shirt either.
For sure. One fantastic thing about Azamara is the quality of food, especially in the main dining room. We have been aboard multiple other major cruise lines, and the food, primarily dinners in those dining rooms, sometimes can be almost inedible. The food in the main dining room aboard Azamara is exceptional.
It's the best that we've had on a cruise ship. And again, we have sailed Princess, Celebrity, Holland America, Norwegian,
Carnival with kids.
Carnival.
Yeah.
So for a main dining room, this is the best cruise food that we have found so far.
Yeah, we've talked to multiple different people, and they've foregone even purchasing specialty dining because the food in the main dining room is that good.
Well, what happens if you get a little hankering for something and lunch is over, or dinner
No!
hasn't started, or dinner's over?
What are you going to do? There isn't an in and out in driving distance. Don't fret, food is always available. We've talked about the Mosaic Cafe before. That's always an option.
Yeah, they have food throughout the day. They have, again, we didn't even mention the Mosaic Cafe for lunch, but truth be told, we have, gotten back from port and we're a little hungry. Dining rooms weren't open. We grabbed one of the little sandwiches there before too.
Here's
So,
an image of that. And so you've got that Mosaic Cafe. Another great place for snacks in between those meals is the living room up top, deck 10 forward.
right.
They have a great little food bar to the side of the actual bar.
Yeah, and a lot of times the snacks will mimic what's in the Mosaic Cafe. So if you just want to sit up in the living room and enjoy those beautiful windows, whether you're doing puzzles or chatting with friends and enjoying some cocktails,
Partaking in trivia.
yes, daily. It
It
gets
is
very busy up there.
heated. And it's funny because the first round of trivia, they warn you the food at the snack bar is going away. And everyone bum rushes it and, like, oh my gosh, it's all going to be over. They're only finishing it off, and 20 minutes later, they're moving on to new food
And the hot
options.
options from the evening tapas.
Yeah.
But something is good to know. They do have their afternoon tea service up there in the living room every day. It's not a big formal afternoon tea like you can find on some ships. They did have one big formal afternoon tea that
Yep.
they served in the Aquilina Lounge that was included um, on one day that I noticed during our cruise.
Yep.
But every day they do offer tea, scones,
Clotted
clotted
cream.
cream, jam, and then other like finger sandwiches and stuff in the afternoon. And of course, once they take that away, they bring in the evening warm tapas, and that can include all sorts of things, but some seafood, some meatballs,
Yep.
whatever.
Okay, so before we move on to the specialty evenings that are included, we talked about room service for breakfast. We talked about room service for lunch.
But
Room
just know it's
service is
anytime.
available. Yeah.
So,
What was it, like 10 o'clock at night? And we had been, it was an overnight port, and we were out late in port and got back. And of course, all the stuff's closed. We're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Room service pizza. Here's an image.
now I have to say, I wouldn't go on board Azamara looking for the best pizza you've ever had. They don't have that.
No,
It was better on this ship and this last sailing that we did versus the first sailing, but um, the pizza isn't the most fabulous, but it's available, especially
it
if you
is
want something. And of
available.
course, you can get anything else. You can get a burger or whatever.
I mean, I'm going to tell you that it's about the best wings on the sea. It's some of the best main dining room at sea that we've had. It is not even close to the best pizza. Don't recommend it, but it fills a need,
Yeah,
quite
absolutely.
frankly. All right. Okay. Moving on to those specialty events that are included again in your base fare. In addition to that Sea Day brunch, which is an extravaganza unto itself,
Yes.
they will do these special nights or even lunches. Here is a video about a midday. They did a sausage fest,
Yeah,
and
just randomly, we're sitting by the pool and they're like, oh, we're setting up for grilling sausages for everybody.
here's some images of that. Oh, that sausage fest was fun. That was pop up and unexpected, but that really reminded me of another thing they do is their officers grill. They're going to set up the grill just similar to what they did with that sausage fest, and the officers are going to come out and cook things for you.
Yeah, they always do some lamb chops and then they have some skewers, chicken and beef. Um, and again, an entire spread of things for you to choose from. It's
Yeah,
crazy how much food that they bring out for you at the drop of a hat. It's crazy.
yeah. Here are some images about that. Oh, but wait, there's more. Now, they do some destination focused events, and most recently we were in Progreso, Mexico. So they set up the entire pool deck
It
area.
looked like they were set up for White Night.
Oh, yeah. And then up on the jogging track, they'll set up all these tables, and it was a Mexican themed, just
Destination night.
destination night. And it's amazing. Again, all of this is included. Here's some video about the destination night here in Progreso. All right, so that was fantastic. That was totally unexpected.
Yeah.
And then let's get on to Azamara's main event, and that is their White Night. Again, all included in your base fare. And at least once per sailing, they never really say before you get on board, but once you're on board, they'll let you know what night it is, which is kind of important because I don't want to be wasting my specialty dinner nights when I can have this amazing experience.
Yeah, and White Night is always something that people look forward to. You dress in white. You don't have to, but it makes it a lot more fun for everybody. Of course, we've got the house entertainment. A lot of times they'll try and bring on entertainment on board as well if they can. This
Local.
last time they tried, but they were delayed at the port for 2 hours. They couldn't get on the ship. And so it kind of delayed the White Night entertainment. But it's always a good time. And there was seats everywhere. You get to know a lot more passengers. Yeah, they come around with sparkling wine, the included wines. Of course, if you've got a package, they'll make you whatever drink you want.
Yeah.
So it's a spectacle to behold. The dessert station is
Yeah.
huge.
What is that dessert? I can't even think of it.
Oh, crepe Suzette.
Uh, yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, and they didn't flambe it for me. I think they're against fire on ships for whatever reason, whatever. But that's fantastic. This is where they're doing lobster tails split in half and they're grilling that. You got drawn butter there. They're doing some more of those tempura
Tempura shrimp.
shrimp where they're just hand battering, hand frying, and giving it to you on your plate. I mean, they're doing a
So
sushi
many,
station.
yeah, so many cheeses, meats, carving stations. It's just too much to keep talking about.
It is amazing. We're going to get to the videos here. Wow, those white nights are fantastic and not to be missed. I hope you enjoyed the amount of different included. Again, focus on this. This is all included with your base fare.
And again, any of your beers, your sodas, because just to go back to other cruise lines, I just was recently looking at a celebrity cruise and a non-alcoholic beverage package, which included your waters, your sodas, and some specialty coffees and maybe smoothies, was $30 per person per day.
And this is all
This
included
is all
base fare.
included in your fare. So keep that in mind. They do offer some specialty dining, and we do have a video that includes specialty dining offerings from our last cruise. And then we will do an updated one from this cruise that we just took.
Yeah, I'll put in a link here.
Yeah, but we just wanted you to know that if you're trying to figure out if I need a specialty dining, because I find myself on other cruise lines that I need to buy specialty dining packages because I don't find the food in the main dining room worth eating. But here you don't have to get one. And
Yep.
if you're not into the higher end, I think really the plating is better in the specialty dinings.
Yep. And some of the sauces
Sauces,
are a little bit, they elevate your meal.
right?
That's all. It's the same quality of ingredients with a better plating and better sauces.
Yeah, and the experience is great. I don't discourage it, but if you're just wondering if you need to get a specialty dining package to enjoy your cruise, I'm going to say you don't.
Yeah, think about this. You've got main dining room, you've got room service, you've got buffet, you've got patio grill, um, and then you've got white night. You've probably got a destination night. You've got six different dining options that almost takes up your week just for dinner or whichever meal you want, and you can rotate through those. So, depending on your length of cruise, I hope this helps whether you need specialty dining or not.
Yeah, and just enjoy what is all included with your fare on your Azamara cruise.
Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful and or you enjoyed this at all, please give us a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. It really helps us bring content like this to you in the future, and we look forward to seeing you on the next sailing.
Till next time.